Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
Get ready with me while I explain how my entire relationship was a lie. So basically, I broke up with my boyfriend on Friday, and I have found out so much in the last 48 hours that I need everyone to know because this is crazy. Like, I am actually in shock. I am in awe.
So am I, if I can be completely honest. I've spent my entire life searching for that one woman that when she's going through a breakup, it was maybe just a little bit her fault. Never found her, that's why I stopped listening. Also, the video was 10 minutes long, but just in case you were wondering, this is her after she got ready.
So yeah, I would love to know if anyone else has any fun stories to add on to it. There is a lot more to the situation than I explained in these 10 minutes, but I would love to know if anyone else has some input. And if you see this man out, call the police.
This is so much worse compared to those are we dating the same guy group. As soon as that relationship was over, you went on TikTok to find out if complete strangers have anything bad to say about your ex-boyfriend. Oh, he was definitely the problem in that relationship.
You're a woman and you're in your 30s and you're not married and you don't have any kids, listen to this, please, because I got you. I know people are probably saying to you, oh, when are you going to get married? Oh, when are you going to have kids? Oh, your biological clock is ticking. And you're always just like, yeah, I don't know. Let me tell you something. I'm 33 years old. I'm single. I don't have kids. And I'm in Greece right now with no return ticket, enjoying my life with no restrictions whatsoever. I'm living my best life. I just don't think that we need to put this pressure on ourselves that we need to have kids and we need to be married. I think you need to do whatever works for you and whatever makes you happy. Stop listening to what other people have to say because their lives are different. And I'll be honest with you,
I really doubt you can. No, what I mean is, if people should stop listening to other people, especially when it comes to living their own life the way they want to live their own life, is it at all possible, if it's not too much to ask for you to just shut the hell up? Telling them to not listen to other people kind of contradicts everything you've said in your video.
Every time I'd open up social media, whether that be Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever, like bloody Google Images, I don't know. Every time I opened up my phone, I would just see pictures and videos of people getting married. Some people younger than me, some people older than me, some people I knew, some celebrities. But just seeing how in love everyone was emphasized how out of love and how unloved I am. And that drove me insane. I would sit there and think about what is wrong with me. Like, why am I not good enough for marriage? Why does no one want to marry me? Why does no one want to take me home? Like, what do I lack? And I'm just so sick of living like that. Like, I don't want to do that anymore, you know? I want to feel whole in myself and know that I'm whole in myself and that I don't need someone else to love me and validate me to prove that to myself. But I think our culture makes it seem like if you're not in a relationship, if you're not married, then there is something wrong with you. Then you're not normal, but you are normal. I now live with the assumption that I will never be married and I will never find true love. And I say this as someone who formerly was obsessed with the idea of being married eventually and having my own family and falling madly and deeply in love.
But now she's happier being single, because now she knows for sure there's nothing wrong with her, and she loves herself, prioritizes herself, and she's gonna be single for the rest of her life. And that is the attitude you need to have when no one loves you. Love yourself. Wait, but isn't yourself the reason why no one else can love you? You're just a misogynist.
Why you should stop being nice as a pretty girl. Every time you're being too nice, people lose respect. Here's the truth. Beauty signals high value, and people tend to respect people that are high value and embody strength and power. So when you as a pretty girl start acting too nice, smile too much, you are creating actively a mismatch in the brain of other people.
Because they will still see you as pretty but also nice. No, that can't be it, because they will no longer see you as pretty, just nice. I'll be more worried sounding like you, but I'm not pretty. So don't worry, I'm sure she'll explain in a way that will make sense.
Because you look like power, but you act like insecurity. As a pretty girl, you trigger insecurities in other people. People automatically are not as nice to you as they probably could be because they feel threatened. Maybe show passive aggressive behavior, or they're cold and very critical. That's why if you are being too nice, they have one more reason to not be nice to you, because now they feel threatened by you, intimidated by you. Now they can disrespect you. It couldn't be better for them.
Right then, pretty equals high value, pretty also equals power. Being nice and pretty equals intimidating people by being nice. Wait, what? Being nice to people give them an opportunity to not be nice because you're pretty. If you were ugly, people would be nice to you. If you're nice to them, wait, what? I give up.
My top 3 things that make you a high value man. Genuinely, you do not need to be a surgeon on Harley Street and drive an Aston Martin. What you do need to be is emotional maturity. It's about being kind, it's about being calm, and it's absolutely about being consistent. Number 2, I promise you, it is not about you looking like Brad Pitt or having the body of The Rock. Actually, reliability is showing up when you say you will and keeping your word. Lastly, number 3, it is nothing to do with your bank balance. You do not need to have millions in the bank. Actually, self-respect, having boundaries, having standards, and never settling for less. I'd love to know your thoughts. What are you looking for in a high value woman?
There is no such thing as a high value woman. I could be wrong and let me know if I am, but from my understanding, the term high value man was made up by a man for men, but mostly for women, explaining to them that a man's status will increase their value on the dating market. Since no man care about your status on the dating market, your status doesn't increase your value, so there is no such thing as a high value woman. I do hate both terms though, so how about this? I'm a man and you're a woman.
As we're pulling up, he says to me, honestly, I might just drop you off if that's okay. My dumbass thought that he meant that he was going to drop me off at the front of the restaurant while he went to find somewhere to park. And so I'm like, yeah, sure, that's fine. And then he makes the turn and he's heading in the direction of my apartment. And that's when I had the oh shit moment of, oh, he's dropping me off at home. He's not taking me to dinner. And it's 9:30 p.m. at this point, and I'm like, okay, that's totally fine. And it all happened so fast, and he was like, I don't want things to be weird if I see you at the gym, but I'm just not feeling it, and at this point, I can't see this going any further, so I'm just gonna drop you off.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt. Imagine how lovely and charming you have to be on that ride to the restaurant that you will make the guy that asked you on a date to just turn around and say, yeah, we're not doing this. My question is, why would you even put this on the internet?
I'm getting super strict over here, so let's talk about some of the rules I will now be enforcing in any future relationships as a extremely strict girl. Strict girl. That's hard to say. Number 1.
Here's why I think coffee dates work against you as a man. Okay, hear me out. Now, I'm talking about my demographic. As you get older, maybe this is different. However, oftentimes attraction isn't there from the very beginning. And what's very important is for you to set the scene. Okay? And what happens with coffee is, in my opinion anyway, I think coffee is like an interview. Coffee is something that my 90-year-old grandmother would maybe go do. If you're going to do something like this, I highly suggest doing drinks, because drinks are fun. You go in the evening, there's some nice ambiance, you can get some cute cocktails, you're setting the scene. So I just think this doesn't work in your favor at all. It's a date that you can literally do with your coworkers or with your dog. I just think it doesn't work in your favor.
And that's okay. Also, my dog doesn't drink coffee, and I still don't have a dog yet. And when I do go out with my coworkers, that is not a date. Speaking of my dog, not everyone drinks. Also, some women on TikTok keep saying like, "Oh my god, like you just want to like get me like drunk." And they're all valid points, even though I would still like my dog to have some coffee every now and again. You want to know what else is fine? Me not caring all that much about what you think.
I have never wanted to tell commenters to touch grass more than on the videos where partners are explaining how they split their expenses. For some reason, I'm on this side of TikTok where people are breaking down like, oh, me and my boyfriend or me and my partner live together and this is how we split everything in our monthly budget. And no matter what the split is, people are in the comments hating on it. And I don't understand why. The split could be 70-30 and people are like, oh, so you have a roommate. Oh, so you're not dating a real man. Oh, so you have a job and you pay for things? Sounds like he doesn't love you. I think that these people must be 10 years old or they must be, 19 living at home or something because a lot of these videos are people who are like in their 20s.
They're neither 10 or 19 or living at home. They're the strong and independent who don't need no man but expect everything to be paid by a man. You know the ones, the happier being single.
This is where all of my money goes. Every time a bill comes, I just hate owning a home.
Life? Are you actually splitting up with her? Any of that true?
Do you ever really split up? Who knows? I learned a lot about women. I think I learned exactly how the fall of man occurred in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, and Adam said one day, wow, Eve, here we are at one with nature, at one with God. We'll never age, we'll never die. And all our dreams come true the instant that we have them. And Eve said, yeah, it's just not enough, is it?
No, that's not funny.
I was just waiting for more.
So that was kind of his point.
And this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and I will see you in the next one.